So like I said, it is very important and it's a key part to make sure your headlights ventilate properly. This one has 2 pretty large ventilation holes already, but I'm going to add 2 smaller ones just in case. So basically all you do, this is a sticker. They have different types. They have like a permanent threaded one, which probably should have done if you don't want to maybe do this again. And I don't know how well I trust the adhesive, but we'll do one here and then maybe also here. You just don't want to put it like where water's directly on it, so maybe under there instead of here, or right there, or in the back. I'll just stick to here because there's gonna be more LED stuff over there. Stay away from the top, just do not do anything here. So I'll do one there and there, possibly there. So even though it's plastic, you want to use a pilot drill bit, and then your actual, this is 3/8 is what I'm going to use, and these are supposed to be 20mm outside and 10mm inside. You know, they're from Lighting Trends. Retrofit Source also sells them. Diode Dynamics probably sells them. They're all the same. If you read them all across the website, all the same description. It's like they all copy and pasted off each other. Lighting Trends, $4 cheaper. Plus, if you use them on discount, save some more money. So let's get drilling. So it is the final day. I'm making it the final day. Right now we got the retro rubber Morimoto like headlight sealant in the oven warming up because I found this really good video. I'll put a link in the description, but it's by Lightworks Global. They're a reputable company and they'll make custom headlights for you too. They also sell parts and all this. So it's like 20 minutes long. If you haven't done this before, I encourage you to do this. It simplifies what you're gonna do to seal it very well. And so I'm not gonna really explain it, like just go watch this if you haven't sealed headlights, because that's pretty much everything you need to know. If you're doing butyl, if you're doing permaseal or anything, I don't know what to tell you. But headlights ready-ish. We'll do this one first. So it's in the oven heating up. It's only there for a few minutes and then we'll stretch it out and do all this jazz to it, which you'll see. This will need air when we get ready to seal it. Not yet though, so yeah, I'm just gonna do exactly what they do. Heat it up, stretch it out, put it in, cut it, and then, you know, heat it up again, mash it down. Just like we did with this stuff when we took a flathead and just went around like that. So that's that. It's gonna be hard to film with one person and I don't have a tripod because I left it at home, like Colombia. So I'll just update you when I have both with new sealant. Alright, so that was a lot quicker than I expected, and we still have a ton of material left over. So there are some thin areas that I'll probably add more to, but I'm gonna heat these up and then use the flathead, flatten it out, and add some more where it needs to be. So alright, so here they are. They each got the rubber in, and I did have to go back and fill a few spots. Some spots are a little full, but for the most part they are good to go. The lens isn't the last thing we put on. We have to put this onto the lens and then secure it. I'm gonna put some more here now that I look at it. Now that it's cooled down some, I'm gonna put some more on this one. Here is how I did the turn signal wire. So here is where the turn signal plug is gonna put in, or gonna come in and twist and lock in place. Just epoxied one part here, ran it under this bracket and out because we'll wire it with the LED wires out of the little cap. Epoxied one place down here and experimenting with zip tie. I'll let you know if I do that zip tie or not, but just keeping it all in place behind the bracket in case I need to adjust it lower. Don't want to snag anything or something. I could also add a zip tie right there. That would work. But over here, same thing, a little different just because wires are not, they're a little stiff, which is good because then you can bend them anyway, but it's a little more on the, because this will be the bottom, it's a little more on the bottom. Epoxy's almost dry. And same thing, I might add a zip tie or two over there just to keep it in place, but running out the same hole that the LEDs will run out of. So you want to make sure you have enough room because it'll sit like that or so, right? You want to be able to twist it either way. So just keep that in mind when you're placing the wires. But you also do want it to go out some, just enough to where you can get behind it and plug it in. Because you don't want it to like always be here, right? You want it to come out a little bit. So you can get your hands on it, plug it in, plug it out, whatever you need to do. I guess while that's drying, I'll put these aside and go ahead and air dust, I guess. I don't know. Spray off the lenses and then put the, I guess the housings is what you can call it, because that's like the part you see on it, and then put like tape or something over the hole just so no dust gets in before I put it on here, because I also have to blow out this. Gonna wipe this down with alcohol wipe, whatever you want to use there you can use. This epoxy is not 5 minutes. I'm gonna do this tomorrow because it's like 11, but heat wrap, heat shrink wrap, whatever it's called, whatever you want to call it, it's late. This wire, epoxy, oh, I need more epoxy. That's okay, I have stuff to return to Lowe's so we can just exchange it for epoxy. But, so, the Blue Ghost is upside down right now. I guess you could say this is the bottom because the logo sticker's on the other side. But if you take this off, the board is right there, right? So, if you put that upside down, water can't really go up into it once you seal this hole and that hole, right? So if you mount it like this part down, the water can't really get up into it. So I'm sure you could get away with not potting it or, you know, wrapping that line with water. I'm gonna wrap it and epoxy it. Still haven't figured out what epoxy I'll use. I'll probably do that later on. Let's clean off the lenses. Got these all buttoned up, put saran wrap on the back so nothing falls. Camera died and I said, screw it, it's late, I need to get this done. It's 12:45, we're getting late here. Sealed up, and there are just a few areas. If you have a Harbor Freight, these are $1 at Harbor Freight, right? I think they're an inch or whatever. They're 79 cents, something cheap. I got 8 of them, it was $8. They have a bag of like 14, but they're like plastic clamps, $8. Buy that one because you'll get way more clamps, same price. And I thought you put these in the oven, which is why I was like, oh, I need metal ones. But if you watch the video that is linked about how to put the headlights together, no, you do it after. So it doesn't really matter what they are because they're just room temperature most of the time. So get the bag of 14, you'll thank me later. 8's kind of enough, but so here's what it looks like, and you want some peeling out. There's some areas like right here you want to heat up and clamp again. Yeah, this is all good. I want to heat up and clamp that area right there, and then that should do it for that light. The other lights in the oven, doing the same thing, just heating it up, clamping it again in certain spots, and then that'll be that. But ooh, these look fire. Also ignore this. This is on the outside. This is that putty stuff. I just can't get it out. I'll probably refinish these because I don't know if you can see the lines, but from the tape, I peeled it off. I guess the tape was on there so long. I think the tape took off some of the protective or clear coat or something. Sand, polish, spray 2K, yeah, 2K clear on it, buff it, and then like ceramic coat it or something and be mint. But that'll be when I move back because then it'll, you know, be after the 1,000-mile drive and it'll be all beat up and then I'll fix it. So that's that. We need to take this out of the oven because it's probably ready. It's hot. I'm tired. I gotta get up at like 6 and then install. Oh, grind doesn't stop. Crap. What did I need to do to this one? Oh yeah, this side. Right. Also, GoPro clamp. Coming in clutch. Alright, and that one should be good. So we'll put this one in the oven. And by the time this is done, this will be cool and we'll transfer everything. It's just a couple minutes now. Originally you want to do it at, I'm doing it at 220 for 12 minutes, but then I extended it to 14. So I'd recommend 220, 15 minutes when you seal them. Right now it's just like 4 or 5 minutes, get it tacky so I can, or get it more pliable so I can squeeze it down and it'll cool and be good. And then you also want to go back over and my light bulbs are out, that's why it's dark, but go back over with the light, make sure you get a little bit of sealant coming out of the cracks, ideally all the way around. I also don't know if you can test the waterproofness outside the car. Does that make sense? I don't know if the only way to test if they've sealed is just wash them or drive them in the rain and see if it leaks. Can you like pour water? I don't know the rules, so probably find out the hard way, install them, and then be like, oh, they're leaking, and I have to take them out again. So time for the other headlight. We gotta work quick. Oh no, it's on my mitt. There's one metal tab I keep touching for some reason. Alright, and that will be that. They're done. I don't even want to test them. It's one. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll probably come home for lunch tomorrow, test them, make sure they work, and then install them. This halo was touching the glass. You can see right, I think it's like right there. How it's like discolored kinda. Yeah, right there. It's like darker. That's just the halo touching the glass. I don't know how to fix that, so we left it. This is cool. I also don't know, like, you see it's like black and then black. Like, there's stuff there, but it's kind of lifted up. I don't know if that's all good or not. So I might do this one more time tomorrow. Calling it a night. I don't know if I'm gonna have to do this tomorrow. I might do it once or twice, but I'll find out at lunch. I'll probably go ahead and do this one again, do this side right here. But calling it a night, picking up tomorrow.